What's going on? Thanks for tuning in today. Today? Well, let me show you. Damn winter came and visited. Jeez. Like that? Highway to Heroes, 401, Ontario. My good friend Peter Stauffer gave that to me. Anyways, let's get in. Let's get this door closed. Yeah, it's a little noisy. Sorry, I'll just keep talking until it's all the way closed. We got about a foot of snow. I don't know what they were forecasting, but we got a little bit more than what they forecasted. So today, I'm working on this thing again. My buddy Martin, sorry I'm going around in circles, and crazy light over. My buddy Martin Beaver loaned me a Tachometer. It's a Honda Tach. I'm not sure what year it's from. It's redlining at like 9,500 or 10,000. Anyways, I don't know what it's out of. Anyways, I bought a couple of cables, Tach cables. So one end goes on the Tach, on the gauge, and the other end goes in the supposed to go in the engine. But when I stick it in the engine, it doesn't hook up to anything. So I'm thinking, how do you say that? So I says to myself, I don't think there's Tach drive in there underneath that cover, cam cover. So let's see. I got the wrench here. Little here's something for you Honda guys. You probably already knew, but anybody that's in this predicament, see these bolts? These were Phillips head. But I went to my local fastener store, Transworld, I believe, over underneath the bridge, and bought socket heads. Because once you remove the Phillips a bunch of times and it slips a little bit, the Phillips become really shitty, kind of stripped, kind of shitty. So go ahead and I think they're called socket head bolts. Change them out. Makes life a lot easier. All right, so I'm going to take this off. I want to see if there's a Tach drive. This is where the Tach goes in right here. I want to see if there's a Tach drive underneath, because it's a gear that goes on the cam. So I'm going to take it apart and see what happens. Isn't the light the shits? Like, Gus has got to get this figured out. They say use a halo, and then it puts 2 circles on my eyeballs because I wear glasses. Anyways, I got to get this lighting thing figured out. That's too harsh, too bright. I'm just going to have to invent something. Makes the tank look good, though. All right. I'll let you know what's going on in a little bit. Here we go. So, I'm all about tips and tricks, right? I showed you the friggin' blade fuses the other day. There's probably only 2 people that didn't know that, me and another guy. Anyways, so I told you about changing the bolts over from Phillips to cap head screws, or socket head, right? So I just cracked them all with my my little ratchet, my little driver, 6mm I think it is. Anyways, it's a little painful unscrewing them all. It's a little painful. So I got this thing from Princess Auto. I think they come in 3 different sizes, like $10. It's even ratchet. It's like a little knob. So on the bottom of these carbs, there's air fuel on the bottom. And it's very hard to get a screwdriver in there. So my buddy Dave showed me this. And you get your little driver for your bits. You put a bit in it, little straight bit. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. Up there in the white. There we go. A little straight, and you can adjust your air fuel on the bottom of the carburetor. So I said, well, what the heck? I hate spinning these out by myself. So I just put the driver on that, and off she comes. Like, how quick is that? It's all about time. Time is money. Anyways, that's a stupid comment, but it's true. Okay, we don't want that. We'll go that way. We want to go that way. There we go. All right, so seems to me. Yep. Well, you gotta like the this little knob screwdriver thing. Oh, there's another one. Jeez, I missed two. Here I was setting it up for the video, get it all nice and right, and and I'm still messing up. And I'm a rookie. I don't know how to do this video shit. Okay, so, oh yeah. So there you go. So let's see if I can get that off, because we're looking for a Tach drive on the cam. All right, we're up. There we go. Oh, there's a Tach drive, but it's on there's no Tach drive. Look at that. So this is where the cable comes in. So this is where the cable comes in, right here. There should be some kind of a gear on that, a gear, round gear, that I'll show you, that meshes with this right here and gives me a cable driven tachometer. Missing some parts. I sort of figured that. The cable went in and it wasn't getting in, it wasn't hooking into anything. So now I got to try and source the gear and the shaft so I can get my tachometer giving me an indication of the speed, because the next thing I want to do is I need a tach, because I need to synchronize the carburetors. And I'm going to buy one of those $300 Pro Tune, whatever the things are. I got a few extra bucks for Christmas, so whatever. Don't tell the wife. Anyways, no, it's all good. It's all good. I tell her everything. So I'm going to try to source the drive and the shaft, the gear and the shaft, get this back together, because like I said, I need the tachometer, 2,000 RPMs, and synchronize the carburetors. So that's part of the tuning process. I'm not going to run a tach on this thing. I'll just put the plug back in the hole, and when I need to run a tach, I can just slip the cable in, get my readings, and do my thing, and then remove the tach. I'll just zip tie it to the handlebars and give it back to Martin Beaver, who I borrowed it from, which is very nice. I got to call him soon. It's been a while. I got to check on him, make sure how he's doing. I should call him today because we got all this stupid snow. That's what I'm going to do. After I shut this down, I'm going to call Martin, see how he's doing. And I heard from Ralph down the valley, it's my time, let's go. He wants to discuss the shovel. So he must have it apart. He must be looking at it. I'm thinking rings. I'm thinking maybe pistons. We're going to probably do a valve job on it. We're going to fix the stripped threaded holes. It's got an S&S flywheel in it, probably a nice connecting rod. We're going to put a nice piston in it. We're going to put a different cam in it. We're going to get the timing fixed up. And whatever. I mean, it's either a lawn ornament or I fix it. Can't sell it. It's all it's worth is its weight in metal. Anyways, so he's going to call me this week, and we're going to have a discussion on what we're going to do and how we're going forward. I'm going to tell him and try to tell him and retell him I'm Scottish and I got no money. Anyways, I wonder if he takes Canadian Tire money. I'm sure he does. Anyways, we're going to figure it out. He's a good guy, and I'm sure he's going to treat me right. All right. I'm going to go source a gear and a shaft, see what I come up with. What do you know? It's on the table. About friggin' time, what? Yeah, it's on the table. We got No School sitting right there. No School chopper. So, it's good. I'm goofing around. I needed to know a couple of answers to a couple of questions that I had, and here's the answer. There's the axle for the Honda. I just pulled it out, and no, it doesn't go through. So I got to get that whole board out, and then I got to check the offset to see where all this is going to happen. So all this is going to replace that. Okay, I'm going to replace it. I got to get a set of shoes in it, pads, I guess, and see where everything lines up, and see where I got to make some spacers. So you can see that there's a spacer in here. Somewhere, am I even pointing at it? Anyways, there's a spacer in there, and it looks like it's right up against the frame here. Anyways, who knows if that's a good shot or not. I'll have to look at that. Maybe I'll just cut it out. I'm getting pretty good at that editing software. I know from day one I said I didn't want to edit nothing, but you got to get a little better every time. And I didn't clean the lens this time, so I don't even know if the video's any good. So it's funny, you got to get better every time, but not me. Anyways, it's all good. I'm happy. I could maybe move the chopper all the way over here and get my table set up, but I got a big feeling that the shovel might be getting some work done on it. Ralph's supposed to call me this week, so I'm waiting for the phone call. I don't want to bug him because I know he's organizing. Is a little bit, said he was behind the 8 ball for a little while, but I believe he's all back to normal now, and he's just getting everything in order. He wants to work on his stuff mostly this winter, but he did promise me that he would do my shovel. So we'll see what happens if I get a phone call here soon or not. I'm expecting one Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. Maybe go down first of next week. I'll grab Martin and we'll go. And we'll see what's going on. He's probably got the motor out. He's probably got the motor all apart, split cases, showing me all the problems. Anyways, what are you going to do? Anyways, all right. So I'll goof around a little bit tomorrow. I got a few things going on tomorrow. Nova Scotia Power's coming to cut my power because I'm getting a Generlink installed on my meter so I can hook a generator right to my meter. I don't need no freaking transfer panel or any of that shit. I know we don't lose power a lot, but when we do, it sucks. And Nova Scotia's got all their power above ground, and any kind of big winds off the coast, down goes the power. We had snow. When did we have snow? Yesterday, day before? There was like 2,800 people without power in Metro because of snow. Too bad. I don't even think we had big winds, so I don't even know. Anyways, it's nice to be prepared. It's nice to be self-reliant. We got a little wood stove in there. I got a little 2,000-watt Honda that'll run a few things. I will buy a bigger generator at some point. I don't know when. I'm waiting for the right opportunity and the right sale. So I hate paying full price for everything because everything's jacked up. You know that, don't you? Anyways, all right. So later, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hello. So I got, this is the Sportster caliper bracket plate. It's a lot thinner. My buddy Sean, SNS Customs, machined the hole out for me to take this Honda axle, so it goes through nice. So here's the one that came off. Okay, this is a Super Sport caliper. We've already explained it's not working properly, so I just got to make a bushing, a spacer, to give me this distance. So I got to make a spacer for this. So my math says that this is 1.195 in thickness, and this here is 0.570. So the difference between the two is 625 thou. So I just got to make a spacer, a round spacer, 625 thou. That way when this goes on the Honda, the spacing is right when I put it between the wheel, the rim, with the hub and the frame. So I just want to keep everything kosher. I dug into my tickle trunk and I found a banjo bolt right here. It's 3/8 24. It doesn't have a switch on it, but I can order one of them. This is the wrong size. It's got the brake switch on it, so I can turn on my brake lights when I hit the brakes. And this, it senses pressure and it makes a contact and it completes the circuit. So this one's metric, so I can't use that. So that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go downstairs to my basement. I'm going to make a spacer for this. I'm going to put this all together. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to paint it just to make it look semi. Because who wants to take it all apart again just to paint it? So take the time, degrease it, paint it, paint the spacer, and start putting it together and see if I can make the brakes better on this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tell. I could leave it on the lift and start it up and put it in gear and put my foot on the brake and try to let the clutch out and see if I can stall the engine. If I could do that, maybe it works. I don't know. Or I wait until a better day and I roll it out of here and I roll it down the hill and see if I can make it stop. It was stopping before, but not very well. And we already talked about capacity and volume and all that shit. This, I think, takes a lot of volume. And the Sportster master cylinder doesn't put out a lot of volume. The master cylinder that I got on it goes with this, so they should work hand in hand. I just got to figure out how to put this damn spring on. It goes on the brake shoes, brake pads, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I'll figure that out. So that's it. Might let you see me turning down the spacer, and then we'll put some paint on it and see if we can get this all back together and see if I can figure this out. All right, stand by for the next chapter. All right, so I see my video is about 45 minutes long, and that's way too long. I don't expect people to sit that long watching a video from a garage, especially when the content is little. You know what I mean. Anyway, so stay tuned. I'll end it here, probably get back at it and give you part 2 halfway through the week coming up. All right, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be good to yourself, and call out your friends. Call out your family, call out your friends, and